everybody, and welcome back to Best Drink Recipes. I'm Eli Mountjoy, and now we are going to make a very special and very involved cocktail called the Godzilla. Now this came by way to us from our mutual friend of Best Drink Recipes, Trafton Barney, the head bartender over at Villain's Tavern. Technically he did not make this drink, but he was around when it was made while he was bartending at the bar that it came from called the Far Bar, which is in Little Tokyo, also a little place in downtown Los Angeles. Now, to create this involved cocktail, we are going to have multiple steps in order to make the flamboyant and flaming garnish, which will be used with this here very seasonable and very spry rosemary. Now, first things first. We're going to just take one sprig of this. We're going to kind of coil it up like a cobra, if you will, and put it in this little dish here. And I'll tell you why we're going to do that. Because we are going to soak it with this incredible Boyd Blair 151. There we go. And on top of it, we're going to soak it in our Boyd Blair. Now this is a spirit that you have to have extreme reverence and respect for, because it will take you out. You and your house and your family if you're not careful. So be careful. The reason we're using this, of course, is that it is high enough proof that we can actually light it on fire. So I'm just going to douse this. Healthy respect for this. Not just for what it's capable of, but what it actually is doing for us now. Now we're going to set this aside and let it just go ahead and soak in there. So go ahead and submerge yourself, my friend. Just get comfortable. Okay, now that we have that, into our small cheater tin that we just got from Floral Bar Supplies. Thank you very much, Mike. There's your shout out. We're going to use, well, I'll start with the citrus because that's the most appropriate way to do it. We're going to use ½ ounce of our lemon, ½ ounce of our freshly squeezed lime. Of course, the lemon is also freshly squeezed. I just skipped over that and I naturally assumed you thought that's what I meant, but since I wasn't sure that you knew that, I had to go ahead and clarify that. Now that we're all on the same page, we're also going to use ½ ounce of our simple syrup and ½ ounce of our green chartreuse. It's a pretty easy recipe to remember, ½ ounce across the board, except for our gin. In the original recipe it was Blade Gin, but we're going to use the Hendrix because we're such fans. So 1½ of this, and we are going to use a very special thing which I will reveal at the end as though I were some sort of magician. So into our cheater tin we will put in ½ ounce of our freshly squeezed lemon, half. Freshly squeezed lime, also half. Also half of our simple. And also, yes, you guessed it, ½ ounce of our green chartreuse. Now, a fun little fact about this is French monks make this. It would otherwise be unavailable to us because it takes so much effort, so many elements go into making this. It's crazy. Also, it's the only spirit to have a color named after it. And it's basically what gives it the name, the green for the Godzilla. How appropriate is it that it comes out of the Little Tokyo district? I'm sure somebody thought about that while they were making it. And last but not least, 1½ of our gin. In you go. There we go. Now we're going to shake this up just like we would do any other cocktail. Before we shake this, we're going to move it aside so that it doesn't sit there and dilute while we do this part. So let's do this first. The rosemary that's been soaking in our Boyd Blair 151, we're going to take that, we're going to go ahead and fold it in like this. Now, it looks kind of like Godzilla's tail poking out of the water, right? What more might be able to make this look like Godzilla? You notice I'm moving the 151 over to the safe side of the table because we don't want to all die here. I don't want to see a video of me exploding into a ball of flame. We are going to use our little spritzer of none other than the 151 Boyd Blair. And we're going to light this on fire. And while that sits there and burns, we're going to shake up the cocktail. This is the funnest part of this drink. And this really is a show for people who want to see it. Again, be careful. Do not do this at home. This is for the pros. Behold, Godzilla. while that burns, we are now going to shake and bake our cocktail. With our shaker cube, in you go. Shake and bake. Perfect. You see the condensation on the outside? That means it's ready. Now we're going to put in our ice cube. Nice and easy. Working ourselves around Godzilla's tail. We don't want to disturb him too much. I don't know if you can see, we've got a little bit of smoke coming up there, so I'm pretty sure that this rosemary has now kind of infused itself all inside the glass. And now using our Hawthorne strainer, we're going to pour this right into our Collins glass. That is what we call a perfect pour. And with that, and the last thing, our straw. And here you have the magnificent Godzilla. Now this was used making a couple of spirits, but prominently featuring the Boyd Blair 151 and some of its versatility. Now if you would like to see the review that we did for that, you can find that right over here. Or if you'd like to see another cocktail that we've made with it, find it up there. And while you decide that, I'm going to drink some radioactive fluid. Magnifique. Wow. That gets just the right amount of rosemary all throughout that, complemented by the green chartreuse. But the burning of that really opens that up. That's nice. Wow. Boyd Blair 151, ladies and gentlemen. Just another facet of its amazing usefulness, of which you can find a review right there, or another cocktail that we did right up there. I'll have another sip if you don't mind. Gorgeous. Well, thank you for watching. If you guys would like to subscribe or comment, we'd love to hear from you. Again, this is Best Drink Recipes. I'm Eli Mountjoy. Thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you guys at the next drink.